Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Dee Dee of Dee Dee's Fan Den, and along with my co-host Annette of Mystery Snow Guardians, whom you cannot see, but she's doing magic in the background, and Jenna of Jenna P 2005. We welcome you to the 12th Aquarium Hall giveaway hosted by the Fishfam.link YouTube channel. Now, this series of live streams has been created to provide an opportunity for the community to spotlight their aquarium-based businesses, or for you to spotlight an aquarium-based business of your choosing. Now, if you're new to this channel, just let me tell you a little bit how it works. A business or individual has been contacted, and either a sponsorship was determined by somebody providing a store shopping trip, or the owner of the actual business. And sometimes the owner may come on and do the shopping. Sometimes the sponsor may come on and do the shop, and sometimes we pick a shopper. And today we have a special shopper for us. But what they're going to do, they're going to go into the website during this live stream, and they're going to shop. They're going to put things in a cart, and sometime during this live stream, a lucky winner will get what's in that cart. So, depending on where you live, some restrictions may apply, and you must be 18 to win. Now, I'm going to turn this over to Jenna P so she can introduce our guest shopper and sponsor for this today.
Okay, so hi, our shopper for today is Whip from Whip's World. And Whip, we picked you because the iFish store donated a $150 gift card to us, and you won an iFish store gift card from Fish Fam Christmas. So we knew that you had experience with them. Did you order fish from that Fish Fam Christmas gift card?
I did. At that time, I think I got like 18 fish for the $100. I think I just went a little bit over, and then shipping and handling and all that stuff.
So they donated $150. Since this is live fish, that's what they sell. We're going to shop, and we're not going to just send the fish to people because it might be cold where you live. It's February. Or you might not be able to receive them in 2 or 3 days from now. So we're going to shop, then we're going to send the list and the code over to the winner. This is a US only giveaway for this part. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can get started. How did the fish come in that you ordered from? You said you got like 18 fish?
Yeah, everything came in good. Everything came in alive. I had no complaints. I did have one issue on my end, and they were very quick to respond and get it figured out for me. So they were solid all the way around.
Okay, so I am at their website. Swip, what type of fish do you keep yourself?
Mostly cichlids or just big fish. I do have one community tank, but it's cichlids, so it's just smaller cichlids, and angels, which is a cichlid, and that sort of thing. And there's a knife fish in there.
Yeah. Do you ever see your knife fish?
Nope. Nope.
Not even at night?
No, I got him on video for about 10 seconds, 12 seconds last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. And I posted that. That was the first time I've seen him 4 or 5 months. I mean, you can see his tail wiggling around in there, but he never comes out. So yeah,
Well, at least you see his tail, so you know he's in there.
Yeah, I'm always looking down in the hole to make sure I can see that thing swishing back and forth.
Yeah. Is it a black ghost knife fish?
Yeah, same as yours.
Yeah, ours. He sleeps a lot in the day in the back of the tank, but now he is longer than the piece of wood. So his tail is sticking out constantly and his face is sticking out constantly. So he thinks he's hiding, but he's never actually hiding. Scuba Steve said he found the iFish store on Facebook and never knew you could order fish online before he found the YouTube community. I believe that Scuba Steve got one of his champion fish from the iFish store.
Oh, really?
And
Nice.
I think the Zen Ginger may have also ordered fish from the iFish store before. So
Yeah, the only issue, the only negative I saw was that they're too popular. They were out of a lot of fish at Christmas time. So
I imagine Christmas time
yeah,
is a busy time. People are probably ordering as gifts, maybe. Probably
yeah,
a lot of gift cards as gifts, and then people just getting it and immediately
yep.
buying them. So they have aquarium fish and invertebrates, pond fish, sales only. I don't know that we need to focus on just what is for sale. Do you have any ponds?
Me personally, nothing
Yes.
set up. Yeah, I have about 180 gallon preform pond that's going to go in right where this tank is
Mhm.
when I eventually get it moved
An
to the
indoor
other.
pond?
Yeah, it's going to be indoor.
And do you have any idea what you're going to put in it?
That's probably where my arowana is going to go because it's only 180 gallon, but it's 7 by 5, and it's not super deep. It's only like 18 inches deep, and they don't really use the. They only cruise the surface 90% of the time anyway. So
Is there like a lid to that pond? Because aren't arowanas jumpers?
Yes, they are jumpers. I'm going to have to, when I'm building the stand and everything, I'll just build walls to it. So it won't be as pretty as it would be if it was just a freestanding pond. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to put a lid on there.
So I'm assuming we're looking at aquarium fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any idea of where you'd like to start? If you were building, you have $150 and you're building a brand new tank of fish.
Okay. Well, I know you guys as a rule, as a whole, tend to drift more towards the community-based stuff. So probably should look there first.
We can, but this is also what Whip's World wants. So
oh. Well, what
there's
I
lots
want,
of people that like the other too. So
yeah,
because like I would have no idea where to start with the cichlids. I would just say like these cichlids are pretty and not know if they can go together and just decide not to do it without doing a lot of research.
Well,
Myrtle says he wants to know what Whip wants.
Yeah. Well, if it were me shopping for me, I would definitely go into like the Central and South American cichlids first, just to see what they have.
So it looks like the only thing they don't have is the common Oscar. They have a lot of other Oscars.
Yeah,
the
that's
albino,
awesome.
the red, and the red tiger.
So yeah, they're just missing the regular tiger.
Yeah,
pardon me?
You have Oscars. You have Oscars, yeah,
I have,
don't you?
In fact, I have the one that's missing. You can't see him because the light comes on in about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, he's literally right here, kind of floating in the dark right there.
And then I guess they have discus, and I think they also had angelfish as a separate, but those are also Central and South American.
Correct. You just didn't. You don't want to put discus in with those guys.
Yeah.
And if somebody, not me, was interested, I mean, I would love to get into discus. I just don't think I have the water for it. They require some pristine water, and as you guys know from me complaining about it all the time, I can't even grow plants. So I haven't tried getting any of these guys, but they are pretty, for sure. And for
somebody has seen the Australian arowana, the Du Bois. Is that did I say that properly?
Du Boise is that's the rainbow fish, right?
Oh, okay.
Giardini is the Australian
Let's
arowana.
see. So this is the Australian arowana. It would be out of our budget, but they have them.
Oh yeah.
8 to 9 inches, $300. Is that like
They just
a comparable price for arowana? For it is Giardini.
well, it's big, so that's why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
9 inches, that's coming to you already well established. I don't know how big the Giardini gets, but it's I think 24 inches, so it's half.
Oh, it says
almost halfway there.
36 inches.
Ooh, yeah, that's way
Oh.
bigger than I thought.
It will
Yeah,
eat
that's-
smaller fish, but is suitable for some communities.
Yep. I think that's pretty
it-
much true of all of them. If you give them fish that they can put in their mouth, they will eat it.
Is your arowana in with other fish?
Not currently. When I got mine, it was literally like this big. So he would have been gobbled up in a second.
Susan
Aw.
says she has liquid rock water, 330 TDS, and she kept her discus from the iFish store in there for years.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I have salty water until just recently when I figured out I could actually bypass the water softener. It's just that nothing was growing at all.
And-
Dee Dee, you sent me that giant box of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, what was it, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah. Last
And,
summer, I think.
It the last plant finally just kept getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and then it was gone. So
Well, now that you've got all that figured out, we'll have to try it again.
yeah.
But discus, I don't do weekly water changes. I might get it once a month. Sometimes I
Ooh.
go 2 months. So they're not as delicate as sometimes you think they will be. And I guess it all depends on the stock in the tank too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If you're heavily stocked, I don't think you'd get away with that.
Yeah, I think there's like two schools of thoughts on that. There are some people who are like hardcore discus keepers who are like nothing in the tank but the discus, change their water every hour, keep them
Yep.
at the exact temperature, don't turn on the TV, don't look at them.
Now mine are scaredy cats. They run when I open the door, but
Mhm.
they'll eventually come out.
And do they are they wild caught, or are they
No, I got
they-
them from a place where Paul Soterra gets his, but they were from one of those places that the water's running all the time.
Mhm.
Nothing in the tank, just fish and water, and lots of water.
Yep.
Steven
Yes.
wants to know if you're ready for plants now.
I could be. Yeah, I'm slowly getting the I didn't do a drastic water change without the salt in it. I've been doing a little bit rather than doing my 70% change like I normally do. I've only been doing like 20, just so that it's not so harsh on them. But yeah, it shouldn't be too long at all. So these are African cichlids. I don't
Yes.
know much about Africans.
So I pulled up what was on sale. Like these are all the fish that are on sale.
Oh, okay. Like the bumblebee, that can get
Center.
very aggressive and fairly large.
Oh, here's I guess
Du
this is
Bois.
the Du Bois
That is a Du Bois.
that they were talking about.
Yep. Now they don't stay looking like that though. Just so everybody knows, they lose those little polka dots as they get bigger.
I wonder if they have. It's just the same. So do they turn like all a solid color?
I don't remember.
As they-
I just know that I was disappointed that they They lost that. I thought they were going to grow up to be kind of like a Starry Night, but I was wrong. But honestly, I have not kept African cichlids, but one time, and they were the PetSmart assorted type. So they were. I have really no knowledge at all when it comes to those guys.
I would have a tank if I had the space to have a big tank.
Well, they
And
have some
somebody help
discus
me
on sale
what could
too.
go in there.
Hey, look at that.
If you were going to get discus, what color discus would you get?
Well, what's the rule of thumb on these guys? I mean, could you get multiple colors, or do you have to pretty much stick with one color so they don't pick on each other? Because
I've seen
of
people
these, my
get
favorite is
multiple
the pigeon
colors.
blood.
And I guess if you wanted to be a breeder, maybe you would specify,
Yeah.
certain types.
Mhm.
But most time when you get like a multi-pack, it's a variety.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them mixed together. Yeah, people are saying you can keep multiple types, just they need to be about the same size.
Yeah, that one with the white face, what is it? Red melon. That is a
Mhm.
pretty amazing looking fish. Really, the top three there.
So
These
you're into
three.
the orange.
Yeah, I like
Is
all
what's
of them.
catching your
They
eye.
also have
Yeah,
the gold pigeon blood too.
that turquoise there looks pretty nice too. The super red down below,
Oh,
right there.
yeah. Yeah. That would probably be the one that I would pick. Let's see. What
Those are
else is
similar
on?
to
More
mine.
discus on sale. Oh, but this one is pretty too. I like stripy fish and also fish with blue.
Yep, I like bluefish and redfish. Those are my two favorites
Yeah.
out of.
And
Although that all white one is pretty. I mean, if you want a tank that looks
yeah.
all kinds of modern, hoity-toity. Look at me,
Yeah.
look at me. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Could you imagine just a whole tank full of white?
Some people have it. I mean, they have a lot of white fish and like snow white plecos and these white discus. They have a lot of albino fish too. It's
The
on
next ones I
sale.
get will not be the same color as the ones that I have now. Because I thought it would
Oh,
be cool for them all to be the same color, but I like the variety of colors.
Yeah, I think Dr. Anthony was just saying the other day. I can't remember whose channel he was on. Probably Skipper's.
yeah.
He likes the. I believe they were wild caught, right? And doesn't
Mhm.
like the pigeon blood so much, or just keep the one type of fish in the tank, species only kind of thing.
So in this hypothetical tank that you're building, are discus in it, or would you like to look at something else?
I mean, yeah. I just don't always see when you're shopping for other people. I mean, do they
You're
have a tank big enough? Do they? How do you how do you do that?
well, we're going to be sending them the gift card. So if they don't have a tank big enough, they don't have to get these fish.
Oh, okay, all right.
But you're imagining that this is your tank and you have however big of a tank it is. You have $150.
Right. I would probably lean towards the discus then. I mean, they are the best looking fish in the freshwater market, really, in my mind. Unless you want to go Africans, but I don't, like I said, I don't know anything about Africans, so I don't know
I
I don't know what could go with what. I
I
just know the
know
bumblebee is.
even less about African cichlids than you do. And Dee Dee, you have discus, so you could
Yes.
you can help us with discus. What discus would you like to put in the cart? It looks like they are on sale for $30 for most of them that are in
$30.
stock. So you could get more than one. You get more than one of the same type or some different types.
I would probably get 3 and then, but all different if it were, if I
Okay.
was buying for me.
What-
Now,
That,
from what I
that,
hear, you need to have a little colony, which I didn't do that to start with, where I messed up. But maybe 5 to start with. Probably 7 would be better if if you could afford it.
yeah.
But I started off at 3, and one of them picked on them, and they eventually took one out.
Mm.
So I guess it's sort of like the other cichlars where you kind of spread the aggression a little bit.
Yeah, but at $30, we can't get to 7. Can get maybe
Yeah.
to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do have mine a community tank. I recently took the electric blue acaras out only because they were more aggressive with the food and I was having to
Yeah.
overfeed.
But they weren't aggressive with the discus, were they?
Nope.
No, because mine are. I have 14 of them, and they're all pretty mellow. But they are food aggressive for sure.
Yeah.
Kalish said they're having a buy 5 discus and get one free.
Wow. Okay.
That's what they're having here. Where did he see that at?
Well, let me see.
I didn't run across it when I went through, but I was looking. It was eye candy.
Discus bundles. Buy 5 2-inch discus and get one free.
Oh, cool.
It wasn't a joke. It's for real.
For reals.
You can get 6 2-inch discus, and they're about $30 a fish. So $150 and get 6 discus. That's not
That's
bad.
a deal.
Or an assorted pack, 10 pack for $239. They also have some African cichlid bundles. Buy 10 2-inch African cichlids, get 2 free. Buy 8 3-inch African cichlids, get 2 free.
That blue was so pretty.
Yeah. Is that an Akara?
No, that is
No.
that's African, and I think that's the female. So if I remember right, the male is blue and the female turns orange.
Okay, so down here in this corner.
Yep. Sorry, I'm pointing like you could see what I'm pointing at.
And then Neon Tetra bulk packs. Save 20% if you get 25, 50, or 100 Neon Tetras. 4-inch assorted koi bulk pack. Save 20% if you get a pack or 10 or 20 koi. If you have a pond.
Most koi people like to pick out their own koi, individually.
Yeah.
Unless
they
you
like
just
look at them.
Yeah, because they are some high-end fish, a lot of them, where you could drop $100,000 on a single fish.
But it's awesome that they
so-
just happen to have that buy 5 get 1 free for our price range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right at the max.
So if you are going to pick 6 discus, which 6 discus would you pick? Since one
Now,
is free.
If it's me, I would get 2 of 3. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I get
Yeah. Like get 3 different types and 2 of them, a pair of each.
a pair of 3 types, yeah. And the 2 I definitely would go with is the melon and the red, super red turquoise. And then I'd be torn between a couple others. That is a gorgeous fish right there.
So get 2 of those.
Well, if you went with one, you could pick all those other colors.
Yeah,
Right, but I mean, if
this one.
Because they're not going to breed with the one that looks like them.
Yeah.
no, you don't think so?
I wouldn't think so. I might be wrong. I don't know anything about them. I'm not trying to breed.
Zen wants
discus.
you to get primary colors, a yellow, a red, and a blue.
We could
That's
do
pretty
that.
though.
So these two for sure, the red melon discus
Yep.
and the red turquoise discus. But you don't have to listen to Zen.
Oh, yes, I do.
Or me. Or me.
How much is that blue one? $30? Yeah, look at that guy.
Yeah.
I feel compelled to put one of those in there too.
That was pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Especially with the other colors, you know. A whole tank of them I don't think would be as pretty as them mixed in with the other colors.
Zen said you don't have to listen to her. She's unreliable.
I don't believe it.
Me either.
So they have the
Blue
blue diamond
diamond.
discus, the cobalt blue. Is also,
I'm less impressed with that one.
Blue.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
Do you like that one?
I think the other one is more impressive.
I do too.
Those have their way too, but if I could only pick one of the two blues, I would go with the diamond. You know, because diamonds are a girl's best friend.
I've heard that.
And then let's see. The only yellow one that's not sold out is the gold pigeon blood.
Yeah, and I don't know that at 2 inches, they might get much more bold than that as they get older.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't know how they do. But, you know, also the way you feed them can make a difference too.
So
where are
Dee Dee,
we
how
at?
big are well, if we got 6 at 2 inches each, it would be right at $150. But we could,
And then look at
I'm
that
just
guy.
gonna see if I put some in the cart. Select your free. Oh, so you put it in your cart. You would put 5 in your cart, and then it asks you to select one for free.
I got you.
So
Have you added anything yet?
there you go. Yes, but we're not going to be actually making this purchase right now.
No.
And
I
since we're
understand.
yeah, but yes, so that would be our full cart. If you were going to put any fish with discus, since they can be community fish, is there a fish you might like to put in if you were spending a little bit of extra money?
If I could try it, see, we've got some blue in there now though, but I like the idea of the electric blues. And I had a feeling that would work out. And Dee Dee, you said you did it for, how long did they get along? For a year?
Well,
6
they
months?
always got along. It's just I took them out because they were the discus are I only have 2 and I need more.
Oh,
And
I
they
got
were
you.
intimidated by the 4 electric blue cars that are really big now. But I also have an angelfish in there, and they're comparable sizes.
That would be my other
So,
suggestion, but they can get a little bit cranky.
but I also have some tetras in there. Because it seems like they come out more when you have some little fish that are going around, just like, you know, dither fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if that was if that's an option, we could look at I believe what I got was Colombian and I think they were red and blues.
I think they have those in the store.
And both of those are very pretty
So
fish.
let's see.
And of course, I guess neon tetras would have to look out once they got
Flame.
big, but they would be pretty when they were small.
Yeah.
When I got mine, they were the next size up. So, I had to be careful with little fish at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the one you were talking about?
Yep, those, and
Red
that
and
was
blue
the flame,
Colombian.
not the Colombian. Yeah,
I think the
red and blue
flame
Colombian.
was
I got the
on-
flame, and then I got the Serpe tetra. This is the guy in the middle there.
And they're
No,
good
this is
community
the
fish.
flame.
Yeah, the Serpes are a little bit nippy, but if you get enough of them, they tend to relax a little bit. But you get 2 or 3, they I don't know, they seem to think they got to throw their minute weight around.
Now, I also have some diamond tetras in there with them. Well, I have one now because I've caught the rest of them, but one of them will have to die in there, I guess. I can't catch him.
So Alishon says stir-by cories are also found frequently with discus. We can look at what type
Are
of
discus? I apologize because I
Stir-by are
don't know.
sold
But
out.
are they non-aggressive to the point where you can put something that little in there with them?
I have panda cories in with mine. They don't bother them. They've never bothered anything, but mine are very skittish. But
I've seen them. So our LFS used to have a big display tank when you walked in, and it had discus, it had shouted and eye puffer, it had a bunch of cardinal tetras, a dojo loach, lemon tetras, and it had some cories. And they were all living together. So they were out of stir-by cories, but they do have panda cories. Stir-by cories get a little bit bigger than
Yeah, actually, pandas are not very big. I've had one in my. I don't go by the rule yet where you get one cory species and go 6 or 8. I get literally one species and go 6 to 8 different species so that they all pal around together.
We are the world.
Yeah, right. Get along or don't.
But they don't bother. I have a chocolate bristlenose pleco in there, no problems. To me, they're very easy to keep with other fish as long as your other fish are okay.
Yep.
Now, I will have to say the angelfish is now the boss as far as the food coming on out and getting it first, but they don't mind challenging that one and taking like the bloodworms right out of his mouth. So
I don't know if you can see, but well, other than the debris floating around in there, it is Water Change Wednesday. But there's in with these bruisers, there's an angelfish right there. He gets along pretty well with even with the Oscar that is probably pushing 15, 16 inches. Jeez, look at all that stuff in there.
So Shady Grady says, don't you have to be concerned about the temperature of the tank with discus? Because discus do like warmer water, but so stir-by can take 80-degree temps better than other cories. Cories are South American fish though, so I would imagine most of them can be on the warmer end, but some of them obviously will take it better than others.
You'll have to make the discus probably a little unhappy and just keep it at like 80, 82 to keep some of those. But I think they'd be all right. What do you keep yours at, Dee Dee? Because I've heard
mine
84,
are like
85.
at 76, 78, depending on. Yeah.
That's
I have
much
my
bigger.
room set at 75 and it gets warm in there because you have lights and stuff. And I have a canister filter motor, that helps heat up too.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I didn't have any idea that they could be in water that cool.
Now they might not would breed. I don't know if they would breed, but it's a community tank, so it's not going to matter if they do or not. Nothing's going to
Right.
make it.
Yeah. Yeah. You start
So-
putting in Corey's, they'll come in the cover of darkness and eat all the eggs for sure.
So now I am planning
So-
on putting a heater in that one and turning this big main room heater down. It was hot last summer just to make Discus happy. Mhm.
So if you would like a chance to win this $150 gift card that you can use to get 5 discus plus 1 free discus, or anything else if you don't have a tank large enough for discus, they have a lot of stuff. Enter hashtag iFish. And we can look at some questions while people are entering. Triliniatis or stirby can go warmer. For most, you're talking max 78 recommended, usually cooler. So Nabokov says Triliniatis. We ordered Julii Corys and got Triliniatis. So I wonder if the true Juliis can go warmer as well.
I was just looking to
I
see
don't
if they
know.
could give me a idea on tank size for 6.
I have mine in a 90, and I feel like I could put another 4 or 5 in there. Okay. If I went more, I would want to go bigger. And these would move to the 125, depending on how they look when they got bigger. I would have to move them. I like less fish in a tank, but that's me
Right.
because I'm lazy on water changes. But you have to consider the height of them when you're looking at fish, proportionally. How it looks. If you sit there and want to look at them and enjoy them.
And I saw a couple of them where they were saying that the max size is like 10 inches. So, I mean, that's a substantial size fish.
They get big. I went thinking I would get some, like 3 or 4 year old ones, whatever, like full grown. And when I saw the size of that fish, it's like, oh my gosh, now I see why they fry them up in overseas South American countries.
Yeah.
It was a nice fat fish.
So I just
But,
want to verify. Caleb said, did anyone else's audio go out? Hopefully. Okay. Zen said that her audio is fine. Just making sure.
I heard. I think it's something in Louisiana, Caleb.
Well, not over here in Louisiana.
Well, in the end where poor Jess had trouble the other day hearing, so
Yeah.
it might be something in the water
That's
down
right.
there. I'm just picking.
Where do they come
See,
from?
we have. Where did these fish come from? Or is this a third party? So this is the iFish store. They donated to us. Let's see. They are. Let me share this tab and see if it says anything about where they get. So I wonder if they have a physical store. Yeah, they're fish importers. They have strong partnerships with vendors they import fish from. And they have a facility, and they are located in New York.
And they're good people.
Oh, and you can go there and pick it up if you live close enough.
How about that?
Now, I did notice on their site they have a lot of care guides, acclimation guides. They have a lot of that on their site as well.
Let's see, quarantine. So they have
Which I've
an
always
acclimation
done the
guide.
pop and drop.
They have
But now
quarantine
that I've read this, I'll
practices.
probably change my way.
So once you pick your fish, they quarantine your fish specifically for 24 to 48 hours to make sure they're healthy. They're not fed 12 hours prior to shipping. They ship via FedEx, next day delivery at a standard rate of $60 per shipment, regardless of size or destination within the continental United States. And shipped out Monday through Wednesday, sometimes Thursday, I guess if you're close enough, but they don't want to ship and have it get caught up in a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see, live arrival guarantee. They guarantee your fish will be delivered alive and healthy. You can receive a credit or a refund, and you have 2 hours within the delivery attempt.
Yeah, they triple bag them too.
So have you gotten fish from here, Dee Dee?
I was just looking at the site today,
Okay. Oh, okay.
and some of their practices, it's like, oh my gosh, like when I fish, I just let them acclimate temperature wise. I float the bag, and then most of the time it's a plop and drop.
Mhm.
But then the way they were explaining how to do it, it's like, well, that makes a lot of sense, because it could be a huge difference in parameters. And I've always just plopped and dropped, but been pretty lucky. But
I might have drifted a little bit there looking at chat. What you said when you say plop and drop, you do at least float them for a bit, right?
Yeah, you float them, for a while, and then you just take them out, catch them in a net, and just put just the fish in the tank.
That's how I do it too.
Not back in the day, we dumped the whole bag in there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like it's water. Their water's good. But I was noticing that, like for the discus, they put them in 25% water, and then they fill the bag with air and put methylene blue in there.
Mhm.
And I will have to say, where I got my discus from, even though I was picking them up, they still prepared them like they were going to be shipped, and it sounds very similar. Like it's pretty strict the way they do their packaging. So I guess when you're spending this much money on fish, they want to make sure they get there.
And they don't want to have to replace them either. I mean, that's because it's expensive for them too.
Yep, because they've got to ship it again on their end. So.
Yeah. Okay, it is 5:47. I'm going to go ahead and put stop in chat. And then I'm going to refresh one more time. By the way, this giveaway tool, which is up here on Fishfam.link, is free for anyone to use. The only thing you have to do, you can see I'm logged in up here. All you have to do is log in. And then if you want to run a giveaway on your channel, you can use this wheel.
That's good to know, because I'm going to do
giveaway
that.
Tool out there.
Yeah. And the great thing about this over like Nightbot is you have a visual with the wheel. Over StreamYard is that you can actually see the list of who is entered. So if someone asks, did they enter? You can go and check for them. And some of them also, I don't know for sure how true this is, but sometimes people say if you enter twice, it like knocks out your entry. This one only picks it up one time. So people shouldn't spam the chat with entries, but if they forgot and they enter twice, it doesn't kick them out if they entered more than once.
Because the other one, it had to have a start and a stop, didn't it? One of the other tools that another giveaway wheel. And
this one comes with wheel music provided by Myrtle Singh. And if he doesn't provide enough songs, Baby Shark goes on the wheel.
Well, Brooklyn, get your entry in there right now. We haven't drawn yet.
So I'm gonna refresh. We have 49 entries. Are we ready to spin? I see.
Brody just
I
entered.
saw Brody that is entered, and so that's not, so we can see now that he got in. Okay, I'm gonna.
There's
One more
Brody.
time. One more time.
Now this, can anybody win this, Jenna? Before I know
this
it's not the international, but can they still win the card?
I suppose if they wanted to pass it along to someone else, but in order to actually receive the fish, you have to be in the United States.
Right.
America.
So, okay, refreshing one more time. We have 51 entries. I can see that Brody's Bettas and Brooklyn got in, and I'm going to spin now.
Congrats. Good luck.
The Nano Aquarium guy, Jay, are you here? Because you do have to be here to win. Let's see.
Oh, come on, Jay.
Can you see Jay trying to put those discus in one of those nano tanks?
Yeah, right.
He could try. I bet he could escape a beautiful tank.
There he
okay.
is. Yep.
Jay, send us an email at, let's see, which email did she put in? hello@Fishfam.link. Send us an email with the subject iFish store. We don't need your address for this one, but if you want to send us your address, you can. And then videotape your nano discus tank. The exact opposite of Whip's tanks one.
Right.
Okay.
That's awesome.
We have another giveaway. So Stephen is, hold on, I'm going to stop sharing so that it's not so tiny. So Stephen is also offering a What the Fish magnet. It looks like this. It has all the fish in the shape of the guppy. So if you would like a magnet, we're going to do another giveaway for the magnet, and it's just going to be #magnet. #magnet.
And I love my magnet too, John. But don't forget, y'all, this was provided by the iFish store people, this shopping trip. So you get a chance, take a look at what they have. There's more there.
A lot more.
And okay, Matt was MIA today, so I didn't get to verify. You also get a Fishfam.link badge. So you get a magnet and a Fishfam.link badge.
Oh, I need a new badge. Since I have a little fancy new logo.
Oh, yeah.
You can't be running around with an old badge that don't match, you know what I mean?
Let me see. I'm going to share my screen so we can have transparency of who has entered. So this is for a magnet and a badge. And when you get the badge, you also get a lanyard. If you are in the United States, at least. And Matt now has a
those lanyards are made
so
by Mystery Snow Guardians, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And those magnets are really decent size too, because I got one, and it doesn't look proportionally correct on the screen.
I think it's 4 inches is the size of the magnet? 4 real inches.
Yeah, 4 inches, real 4 inches. Let's go there. When you asked me the size of my discus earlier, we got cut off, and I was going to say about 4 inches. I know 4 inches when I see it. And I do that because I keep measuring right here. It's important to know exact lengths. And I wasn't even being naughty. Just for real this time. But when I'm draining tanks a lot, with my shrimp tanks, I say, okay, I'm taking out 2 liters, blah, blah, blah. But like if I don't have time to go get my little sticker that has measurements, I'll just go, oh, I'm going to take an inch out, and I know to put an inch of water back. It's easy. So
an inch of water.
Well, some of them's like little nano tanks.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense. I couldn't, an inch of water. I'd be done in 15 minutes.
When it's the 125, you take out a foot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't worry about those. I just fill her back up the way I like it.
This one gets I come down here twice a week. I do it on Wednesdays and Saturdays just because
so
the
you're
pile
way better
load
to your fish.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know it. I mean, look at all the stuff floating around in there.
Does your Oscar get dramatic?
Yeah, he gets
with
pouty.
Water changes.
Yep.
Now everybody seemed to love I rescaped the 90, and I don't know what was wrong with me. I said all along I was going to drain it halfway and put new plants and stuff in, and I still did it with all the water in there. But the fish had the best time with me doing that. Even the discus didn't hide from me that day. It was like,
now
wow.
you are not a large person. How did you almost drown a couple times trying to get
I'm
the
on top of a step
to
ladder, and I'm constantly rolling my shirt sleeve back up because it keeps unwinding because my shirt sleeve stays wet.
Because I don't remember the exact measurements, but a 90 is what, 25, 24 and a half,
It's tall.
25?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I can barely reach it. That's struggling, barely.
Yeah.
And you kind of like, as you put the plant in there with a lick and a prayer, like stay, because I don't even want to grab my tweezers, because I'm too lazy to grab them. I just want to grab those plants and put them in there. But I have to feel around because I have lots of rocks that have gotten covered up.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'd have to pull the rocks out, and that way I'd have something to put the plant in.
Okay, we have 2 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and refresh one more time. I put stop in chat. This way we have time to spin and have someone say they're here or not. I'm going to go ahead and spin now. Sandy Dowdy.
Hey.
And Sandy Dowdy, I already have your address. And this is an international eligible giveaway because nothing living, it's just a badge and a magnet. So congratulations. Let us know that you are here. Let's make sure.
I'm sure she's here, but if she wasn't here, what do you do? Just respin?
Yeah, we would respin if she wasn't here. She is here. So, yep. Sandy, I don't need your address because I have it. In fact, you received stickers and member magnets from us. You said earlier on. So, you do need to email so that Matt can verify the design before he prints. I guess. Email hello@fishfam.link. And make sure that you verify the design on the badge. Start a dialogue with Matt. So I'm going to record when I close and stop sharing. Thank you so much, Whip, for coming and shopping with us. Thank you to the iFish store for donating this $150 gift card. Thank you, Dee Dee, for being up here with me, and everyone in chat, replay, everyone. Thank you so much. Any last words from Whip or Dee Dee?
Well, just as I said, support the people that support us. There's plenty of them. We've had, this is our 12th Aquarium Haul giveaway. Don't forget the others in the past. So do your shopping where they give back.
Yes.
Alrighty. Thanks.